Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to day 1 of September Build a Journal 2025. You guys voted, and you all voted for a binder journal, which is what we did last year, you guys. I didn't realize that till I was looking at old videos and looking at what I did last year. I was like, oh wait, we did a binder journal last year, but it's what you wanted, so we're doing it again. All right, so since today is day 1, this PDF will be available on my Ko-fi shop, which is always linked down below in my description. If you can't find it on my description, it is on my, what do they call that? Your about page. There should be a link there also. So for day 1, we need to gather our supplies. And I've already done that. I'm ahead of the game. Yeah. Are you proud of me? I'm proud of me. So, I have a lot of stuff here. First, I'm going to show you the paper I'm using. Okay. So, I will link this down below in case you decide that you want to use the same paper. Okay, I had to pause because I dropped something. But this kit... there's actually another set of pages. I didn't print them out. I only wanted to print out a few pages because I'm using plain pages. Is what I'm using for the most part. So, I want to show you here. No, I went too far. Some days I wonder about myself. Never finding this kit again, am I? I gotta go on my purchases. And click on it. Okay, it's this junk drawer kit. That's what it's called. Junk Drawer Digitals. It was on sale for $3.15 today when I bought it. And today is August 4th, you guys. You know that I do everything way in advance. But this is the kit. It comes with, it says up here, 10 papers, 9 pockets, 3 envelopes, 11 tags, 33 cards, 14 tickets, 6 tabs, 5 washi tapes, 20 fussy cuts, 6 labels, and 50 words. That is what it comes with. So I only printed out half the papers. So we'll look at these first. It took me a really long time to find what paper that I wanted. What digital kit I wanted to use from Etsy. It took me a very long time. I'm not gonna lie about that. Here are some of the cards and the washi strips. Okay, so that's the 5 washies and a bunch of the cards. Some more cards. Tags. I printed mine out. It says to print it out on cardstock. I printed mine out on 32-pound printer paper because we all know that my journal is going to be really big even without all the extra added weight from all this stuff. Some more tags. Here are pockets. So this is a side pocket, bottom pocket, little corner pockets. More pockets, envelopes, another, look at that big puppy dog and kitty cat envelope. Here are the tickets, some more cards, the little cut aparts. Look how cute they are. This person did a really good job. These are very cute. The words, labels, and then even a thing to put on your cover to decorate your cover, the tabs, and more cards. Okay, so this is the paper I'm using. The ephemerin kit I'm using. here, I might need, I will definitely need more paper, but I grabbed oranges, purples, greens, and yellows because that was found most in, yeah, there's yellow in there. I was gonna say I might get rid of the yellow, but there's yellow in there. So I'm gonna keep the yellow in, but that it was found throughout the entire, all of the paper. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm like 90% positive. I'm going to be using this die to cut my pages. Okay, this is a KS Craft A5 torn edging die, and you get, this is old. I've had this a long time, and I think I've used it once, and I've been wanting to use it again, but you really need to use it with a 6-ring binder, and every time I don't have one that's A5 size. So you get the thing to cut it, and then this will cut mats for it, and these will cut out tags and stuff, which I don't think I've ever actually used these. I should put these somewhere else so I could actually get some use out of them, but as you can see, they're still together. I don't use those. Okay, and I have, this is an old scrub top from my mother-in-law. She retired, oh my God, it'll be what? How long ago now? She had this scrub top. So I'm going to use this Wiener Dog Halloween. The colors match freaking perfectly. I'm going to use this to cover my journal. I may be able to even like use the pockets and stuff. We'll see. I'll just use the back of the fabric. Okay. And then I'm using this book. I already gutted it. You guys seen me gut a book a million times, so I didn't bother gutting it again on camera. But we are putting this together today in this video because I do need a binder. And you're thinking, but you don't have a binder. Oh, but I do. I bought a binder mechanism to make my own binder, you guys. I've been wanting to do this for so long. Here are the other pieces. It came with, it's a 3-pack. So I have 2 more over here. So it came with a 3-pack and everything you need to make your binder. All right. So that's what we're going to do in the rest of the video today, is make a binder. So let us put this stuff aside. I'm just going to throw it on the floor behind me. And I want to cover this with this fabric. Now, you guys, we all know. What don't I have? I don't have Fabri-Tac still. So, we're going to do our best here. I have Mod Podge, so I think I'm going to use the Mod Podge. So I'm just going to take my book here and lay this down, and I'm going to use pinking shears so it does not geez Louise, so it doesn't, yep, fray. This might not, this is different fabric, this is not like cotton, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I just laid my book down and I'm just cutting around the edge of the book. Okay. And on this side, all right, and then across the top. I'm going to move this book because I ended at a good spot, so I should just be able to be smart and try to cut as straight as possible. I can always trim. There we go. And then I'll put this away, and I'm going to trim off the sewn edge here. Okay, there we go. Now we need to get this on. I need a paintbrush. All right, don't tell my boyfriend, but I stole a paintbrush from his stash. So this is just gonna go like this. How cute of a cover is that gonna be? Just gonna glue this down, and then I'm gonna have to stop the video until it dries. So then when it dries, I'll come back and I'll finish. I'm just gonna make sure we get every nook and cranny. Usually I would just use Fabri-Tac for this, but I would have to have Fabri-Tac to use Fabri-Tac. One day, when I'm at a store and I remember I need Fabri-Tac, I will buy it. It's just so damn expensive. I'm not worrying about it. I'm going to let it dry down just a little bit before I put the fabric on. And I think on the inside of the book, I'm going to use the papers, maybe, I don't know, that I got from the kit. I'm going to pause for a minute and let this dry down for just a little bit. Okay, let's get this guy on. Let's get him on straight would be helpful, huh? Close it up. Make sure it's all. I got some Mod Podge on my table. That's all right. Making sure it closes. Everything's nice and smooth. Okay. Now it needs to be trimmed, so I figured that would happen. I didn't want to risk trimming it too small to begin with, so we're just going to come through and trim it down as best as I can. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're going to Mod Podge over top of it and seal it in. And then we'll let it sit. Then I'll let it sit and dry. And then come back when it's dry and put the binder mechanism in. We'll be doing this together. I've never used one before, so we'll be figuring this out together. Okay. Push that off to the side. All right. This will also protect this fabric because, you know, we all know I'm a mess sometimes. There's that piece that says Happy Halloween. I'm supposed to be decorating my cover, and the next video is when you decorate your cover, but with me Mod Podging, and I don't know how many coats I will need. Maybe I should put it on if I want to use it. I'll look at it in a minute. And we'll see. I don't know how big it is. It might not be a good size for the cover. And then I will make sure my edges are glued down very well later on. I just want to protect my cover because, I mean, let's face it. I'm a little bit klutzy and I'm a little bit messy. So. All right, this is going to sit and dry and I will be back later. Okay, so this is dry. Ready to go. It's not going anywhere. Let's do our binder mechanism. Now, I need to make sure that this is super straight. I also need a pencil so we can mark our holes. So, I think that... Does that look straight? I think I can go over a tad. I mean, the only thing I could do is just measure. That's a 1/2 inch. That's a 1/2 inch. I just don't want it to be super crooked. Okay. We're just gonna go with it, you guys. We're just gonna go with it. Let me push it up so you can see. And I'm just going to take my pencil and mark that hole. Okay? And then we're gonna take my big bite on the 3/16 inch hole, and I'm going to put it in and line it up and punch a hole. We're going to turn and do the other side. Now I'm sure there's other things you could do. I just happen to have a big bite, so why not use the big bite? Here's my pieces. So I need 2 of each of these pieces. So a bottom and a screw. A bottom and a screw. I'll show you what they look like in a second. So this piece here will come up underneath the book into the metal piece. And then this piece here with the little screw top, it's just a tiny little screw. See that tiny little screw will go in from the top. Okay. Going to push that. You know what? Maybe I'll do that. We'll just push both in. There we go. From the bottom. See those little posts now, and then we can just put those in there, and then don't mind my butterfingers. Come on. Now, when you do something like this, if you're, and you don't have to use a book. I just happen to have a bunch of old books that I don't have no interest in. I don't know if I have a screwdriver in here. Let me check to see. Hold on. I do not have a screwdriver, but I have this. And this side here. This side does not want to go in right. There we go. I could have just went and grabbed a screwdriver, by the way, from the workshop. That's like a few steps from my craft room. But there we go. Now we have a binder. Like, how good is that? We made our own binder. It's pretty cool. It's upside down. There we go. And then it's just opening it like so and adding our papers. All right. I think I might add something in here yet. I don't know. I'm not sure. And I did mention that I wanted to see, I think this might be too big. It's right here. This Happy Halloween is too big. I would have to do it sideways. I guess I could do it sideways. We'll figure that out, because decorating our cover is the next, I put everything away. Hold on. I had put everything away and then was working on another project while this dried. All right. So when we get back together for the next video, so today we gathered all of our supplies. When we get together for the next video, we're cutting our papers and decorating our cover. Now you're going to think, well, your cover's basically decorated. Yeah, but I had to, because of putting in the binder mechanism. I had to put this on before I did that. So we still need to put something on the front, and then I'll Mod Podge it again. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Then after that, we'll be doing tags and pockets, which I already have printed out. I will be cutting those out and getting those ready. These will be like really short videos coming up. Paper clips and journal spots, ephemera, charms and jewelry, trims, filling the journal, and then my final flip through. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing how to make your own binder. Like, I love this. I kind of want to buy a bunch more and always make my own binders. Make binders in all kinds of different ways. Should be super fun. Let me put the pieces I need back in the bag so we don't lose them, because I do have 2 other binder mechanisms that came in the set, and I will make sure that is linked in my Amazon. I'll link it down below and put it in my Amazon storefront. All right, as well as linking this Halloween set that I bought on Etsy. And like I said, I didn't print out all the pages. There are 5 more pages that I did not print out. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you have a crafty friend that's never heard of me, feel free to share my videos with them. I would appreciate that so very much. Have a great rest of your day.